This is unbelievable. I knew it was coming, but it's unbelievable. It's disrespectful to one of the great American fighters of his generation, one of the superstars in the sport of boxing. The highly anticipated ring return of former unified three-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, now junior middleweight title contender, superstar boxer. One point in time was one of the top 3 sellers in all of boxing, making his ring return after 3 years. Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr., 28 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. Errol Spence Jr. is going to take on former WBO junior middleweight, son of a legend, Australian superstar boxer in Australia, Tszyu. 27 wins, 3 losses, no draw. 18 wins by way of knockout. Twice in his career, he's been knocked out. July 26th, it's being reported that Errol Spence and Tszyu are going to face off against each other. But more importantly, the location is disrespectful. But I told you, the Premier Boxing Champions, better known as PBC, does not have a budget. This is going to be promoted by Tszyu's team. Let me say it to y'all again. This is going to be promoted by Tszyu's team. And they're going to do it in Australia. The highly anticipated ring return. Now, Errol Spence is a dog, and I'm pretty sure he's not too fond of going to Australia. He went to the UK and beat Kell Brook for his first title opportunity and took the IBF title and stopped Kell Brook. But Errol Spence having the anticipation to see Errol Spence back in the ring. We haven't seen him since July 2023 when he took the first loss of his career in dramatic fashion to Terrence Bud Crawford, who is the greatest fighter of his generation. We've been waiting, and the boxing world has been anticipating the ring return of Errol Spence for 3 years. American superstar, born in New York, raised in Texas, is going to make his ring return in Australia. Let me say this to y'all again. He's going to make his ring return in Australia. Can somebody tell me what is going on here? We are anticipating seeing Errol Spence back on U.S. soil, not in his second fight, in his first fight. Can you imagine the money that he would generate? Errol Spence in Texas. Did y'all see Tszyu's last fight? Did you? Against Dennis Nerger? It was in Australia. It wasn't sold out. It looked like it was in a ballroom. Why? Because Tszyu got knocked out and stopped by Sebastian Fundora. He got demolished by Batram Mataliev, and he lost a split decision to Fundora before that. He took back-to-back losses, came back, had a lowly win over Joey Spencer, who was too small. Then he fought Sebastian Fundora in the rematch and got stopped in the 7th round. His stock dropped. So you mean to tell me that Errol Spence comeback is going to generate less money in the States than Tszyu fighting Errol Spence? What are we doing here? The anticipation to see Errol Spence back in the ring. We don't know what he's going to look like. The whole world wants to know what he looks like. The boxing world, that is. He's proven to sell out at AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Jerry's World in Arlington, Texas. He's proven. Now you got the return of Errol Spence. You should put it at AT&T Stadium. Ain't no football in July. None. Not even college football. You put Errol Spence and Tszyu, but guess what? PBC don't have the funds. And Tszyu, of course, is going to want it to be in Australia. Of course, Tszyu going to want it to be in Australia. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted. The return of Errol Spence could be in Australia. How many American fans you think is going to Australia to watch that fight to support Errol Spence? That's further than the UK. How many people you think going all the way to Australia? How many American media is going to Australia? We anticipate the return of Errol Spence Jr., and we're going to see his first fight back after 3 years in Australia. Of course, Tszyu wants it there. He wants an advantage. Bro, this is ugly. Errol Spence is with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is in Houston, Texas. Why is it this fight in Texas? I'll tell you why. Because PBC don't got the bread. They have a distribution deal with Amazon Prime. They have no budget. Hey, man, I'm disgusted, man. I'm gone, man. Hopefully, Errol Spence push back and say, listen, man, this fight got to be in Texas. Hopefully, he pushed back because guess what? The reality is he don't even need to fight Tszyu. He could fight anybody at this point, and it's going to sell. That's the reality. He don't do tune-ups. He could fight other names, and it's going to sell. It's going to sell. Period. It's going to sell. Because the anticipation, the curiosity to see how he looks, to see him in the ring, it's going to sell. Period. But let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, I'm gone. Peace.